What's going on, YouTubers, gamers and hobbyists, and welcome to this episode of Chill with Pete. And this episode, I'm primarily doing it for one reason and one reason only, and it's to test out my new camera, it's actually a duplicate of my old camera, so it's another one of these. Up to now, this is the camera that's been doing like 99.9999999% of all videos on Mini Warzone. It's exactly the same, just another one of those, and I'm doing this video without the aid of my lapel mic and things. I'm just using the microphone on the camera because I need to test that as well. So it's primarily a test of the camera, its capabilities. Well, that's capabilities, but just to make sure it works, okay? Because I will obviously be wanting to use the camera for other things as well in the future. Like I could take that one instead of this one on the, if I do another memory lane one. This little camera has recorded over 3,000 videos now, including stuff I've done for personal use as well. Oh, there goes my phone. This is a proper Chill with Pete, and the surroundings may seem familiar to you as well. Just make sure everything's okay here. Yeah, that's all good. Put it on vibrate so we don't get disturbed. So a couple of things I want to talk about. Do you remember Chill with Pete's are the length of time, originally they were the length of time it takes me to drink a cup of coffee. Might have to, because I haven't got the SD card for this camera yet. I'm having to use it. I've only got a 2 GB SD card spare, which was for something else I think I've got. But anyway, whereas I've got 64 GB memory card on that one. So yeah, it's all a bit like it's very much trial and error, and I'm guessing I've got about 25 minutes I can record on this in the current resolution that I'm using, which is the lowest. And my dog Millie is here with me. She likes to stay with me. I'm left to my own devices tonight because I'm on holiday at the moment, and my wife's gone out with her friend for the evening, which is nice. My daughter is working. They're actually, my wife and her friend are out actually where my daughter works at the moment, having drinks and food and that. So yeah, I'm left to my own devices tonight, so that's good. But anyway, back to the surroundings. This is the old Mini Warzone where it was, obviously, before there was no mirror, so there was no wardrobe behind me. This was my hobby room, my old hobby room. It's just a spare bedroom in my house, which is now currently my wife's office. Affectionately known as the pink powder room, but it is my wife's writing office. I said I'll be using this to trial out the new camera just to see how it goes. Gonna take a sip of coffee. I've got Coffee Mate in it. Anyway, so this is Chill with Pete. Just something to chill along with, have a coffee break with, whatever really. It's not like a long thing like on the bench. I've been reading this book, as you know. I did a little video on that, the Tabletop Haynes Manual of Tabletop Gaming. It's a great book, and I will, if I remember, I'll put a link up in the corner to link you to that video I did on that. There's only one drawback with it though. It's so packed full of great games, I want to get them all. I was like, oh, I want to try that game. Oh, I want to try that game. Ooh, that game looks good. That one looks good actually. Gears of War. See, that's another one. So I haven't read it all yet. I've been relaxing and kicking it back with the latest War Games Illustrated magazine, which I get quite regularly. So that's nice. So I've been doing that. Looking at getting some more Reaper models on eBay. Brings me to a point about Reaper models. So the company, like a lot of shops that you buy Reaper models from, and Reaper themselves say don't need priming. And then other companies say, they state that they don't need priming, but that's if you use their paints and so on, and we recommend you still wash them and prime them. I prime them anyway. I've never seen any mold release on the ones I've bought. I suppose it's still quite a good idea if I do wash them first, but I mean, you can normally tell, can't you? You can see it's like shiny, but I can't say I've had that problem with Reaper. I just prime them and I'm good to go, and that's it really. But who knows? I don't know. As you may or may not know, I'm using the Reaper models for my RPG collections. Essentially my D&D gaming and my Call of Cthulhu gaming. Those are the two main RPGs I play. I used to play a lot of Vampire. I haven't played that for so long, and I don't play it at the moment. Maybe I'd like to again in the future. I don't know. I'm werewolf and that. Excuse the yawning. Yeah. Oh my. I had a late night last night, and yeah, although I've been trying to catch up with my sleep, the whole MS thing, but yeah, it's just like life gets in the way. So I'm in my wife's comfy office chair. It's like a chair I'd like to get for my studio, and this is totally surreal being here because the window is like that direction to me. I used to do chilled beats and P&Qs and that in here beforehand, years ago, when it was my hobby room, and I used to look out the window and see what the weather was like and comment on it and so on and so forth. And it's just really weird being here now with no hobby stuff around me. I used to be surrounded by hobby stuff, and boxes were piled up, and I was running out of space, to be fair. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I was running out of space, and it was getting a bit claustrophobic in here. But much like my studio is now, because I am just so darn messy. I'm actually planning on going out there later this evening and doing some painting, just chilling out and painting. I probably won't be recording anything, but I'll probably take my trusty phone with me and just watch and listen to some of your videos. Usually the longer ones. I've got a few saved on my watch later list that I can refer to on that score. So that's that. So with regard to Reaper, I'm looking at getting some more Reapers. Got my eye on a Centaur. Don't know how useful he'd be. I've never come across one in D&D or anything, or played one or anything like that, but who knows? I don't know. I just quite like the look of the model, but I want to get back to the GW models because I just love working with their plastics. I really do. I recently completed the Khorne Herald on Blood Throne. He's on like a little chariot thing. I will be doing a video on that at some point. But yeah, I recently completed that, and that's been brilliant. Really enjoyed that. I love the smell of plastic glue, especially in the mornings. Hope you're all doing well. So yeah, sorry for the sound, guys. It's not like my usual like my Zoom mic that I use, and so it's literally just these two little microphones you get either side of the camera, which is what's recording now. The reason I got a camera identical to the one I've got is like I know it's Sony. I know it's a really good make, and this one's never let me down. It's been absolutely brilliant, spot on. And B, I know how to use it because I've been operating it for years now. I know exactly what it can and can't do, pretty much. I don't even use most of its features. I suppose I should do to give a bit of variety, but I just don't. That's just me. But anyway, I got this camera, the one you're watching me now on. Just looking to see the battery there. Yeah, I should have my glasses on to see the screen really, but I don't. I'm hoping that the battery in this, I think it's a lot better than the ones I've got here. Like for instance, the one that's they've just been used and used and used, and yeah, they could seriously do with being replaced. So I've got one. It looks like I may have one good battery now, and that's the one that comes with the camera you're watching me on now. Yeah, because the other ones I have to plug in because they just don't last at all. I'm just remembering what I used to do here. I used to run a lot of, well, not a lot, but I used to run some live shows, Hangout and Hobby. Do you remember that? I did my first one right here, and it was really brilliant. Just chilling out with other YouTubers. It was really good fun. I know everybody's on the Twitch thing these days, but it doesn't appeal to me. I know I'll have to get around to it one day eventually, but live's not really the best format for me to use, especially with my condition and all. Especially if I could feel a fatigue coming on and it'd be just like that, and I'm gone, you know, and that's no good for live shows. Don't want that on live videos, do we? Or live streaming. But hope you're all okay in internet land. I hope that all your projects are coming along or swimmingly well. I usually ask this on my on the bench videos. So yeah, I mean, normally I'll be using obviously my Zoom microphone. I was just needing to check out the sound just to make sure it works okay. So I'm not too far away from the camera, so shouldn't be too much of an issue here now. It'll take me back to the old days, actually, probably when I come to edit and render this video. So yeah. Coffee mate in coffee. Really is creamy, nice. I love it. I don't have milk in it though. Some people have milk and coffee mate. Coffee mate, for those of you that don't know, is like just a coffee whitener that gives it a bit of a creamy taste. And you don't need milk with it at all, really. There is that. Not much else to tell you, really. I finished my Mansions of Madness, as you probably know. You've seen the video, I expect, which is good. I've played it through once. I'm going to be doing that again and going through more of the rules and so on, because there's always elements that you don't know or are unsure about. It's quite easy to pick up, I found. I would say it's as easy as Zombicide. Those of you that know Zombicide. So yeah, it's akin to that in terms of difficulty to learn, which isn't very difficult. It's very atmospheric. I'm looking forward to playing it with my family. The iPad thing in the music, the background, that makes it. That really does make it. I love that aspect of it. Some people will probably hate that, but I love it. I think it's really good. Obviously, I've played, just solo game on my own, which you can do because it's app driven. Essentially, the app is the GM, and it's a free app to download, so you might as well. Works well with the iPad, especially the puzzles and that, which I'm rubbish at, by the way. I am so rubbish. Let's check in my battery. Looking good. So yeah, sorry it's very pink in here. It is a totally pink room. It was beige colour, I believe, when it was mini Warzone. Yeah, and then I moved out to the studio, of course. I had just over there in the corner, I had a shelving unit of sorts, like a bookshelf. It's over in the studio now. So I had some models on that. I had a kind of a sort of a bench to my right. The same bench that is here now, that is in front of me, I had then, because it's a very expensive bench. My wife had it for. She took it to work with her once, dismantled, took it to work. It's been dismantled and moved a few times now, but I'm hoping that this is its forever home. But yeah, I had a bench over there of sorts, and I had it piled up with my shelf of shame, so that was good fun. And I had plastic drawers. I think I've still got them out in the studio. Yeah. So I got this camera that I'm recording on from eBay. Second hand, obviously, because I couldn't afford a new one. But yeah, I just wanted to go for the exact same model because I love it. I just love it, the ease of use. And I'll do a proper video on all my equipment one day, and I'll just showcase what I use. The cameras, my still camera, my microphone, and that kind of thing, stands and whatever else, all equipment. If that's of any interest to anyone. I don't know, it's kind of a behind the scenes one, so maybe that'll go on my for my patrons. So check out my Patreon campaign. It'll give you access to behind the scenes videos and other videos as well, stuff like my painting with patrons, which is, all the videos are ad free and in HD. I know most of them are on here anyway now, but in HD, but they're all ad free, so that's kind of a bonus, and they're exclusive, so there is that, and it's just $1 a month to get that up and going. And I don't think my next door neighbour is having a driveway dug in, and built, and it looks like it's going to be a double drive. I think they've always been a bit envious of us having our driveway. And they've got loads of cars, and there's always loads of cars. I don't know if they buy and sell them or what, but they got like 2. I think the son's got 1, and there's too many cars to have on the road. But yeah, so that's all been going on today, digging their front garden out, which is a shame in a lot of respects, but it's a big area to make use of, so it's good to make use of it, I suppose. There is that, and it will solve a lot of parking issues in the street. Like I say, I'm on holiday I'm on holiday up until next Friday, and even then I start an hour and a half later than I would normally, just to use up my an hour. I have an hour and a half left after that of holiday, which needs to be used, so coming in an hour and a half later, so I'm cool with that because it makes the night go. Actually, I start at 5:30 instead of 4, so it's technically not night yet then, but up until midnight. It'll make that pass by a little bit slower. Well, quicker rather. Slower, quicker. I don't know what I'm talking about. Halfway through my drink, sort that out. I find they're red hot because not putting milk in, so it stays hot longer. But once you get down to about halfway, starts to cool down really quickly, and I find that. I'm hoping to be getting some more another batch of mini Warzone mugs in, and it might go towards some future giveaways in the future if I can reach any sort of milestones with anything. I'm definitely going to be doing giveaways for my patrons as well. That'll be a separate thing. It's not that I'm not trying to be like, I'm only doing this for patrons. It's just that I feel if someone is bothering to chuck me $1 a month, then they need to be part of something. They need to get a little bit extra, I feel. So that's why I do that, and that's why they have exclusive videos now. So so I think this will bring me to the end. I think I'm nearly done. Last mouthful. Cheers, everybody. Well, that does definitely bring me to the end of this episode of Chill with Pete. Like I say, sorry about the lack of microphone, but I really need to test the built-in microphones of this camera. so that I know for like family videoing and stuff like that, videoing at the beach, whatever it may be. I don't know, walking the dogs, you know, it could be anything. So thanks once again for watching. Remember, all brushes lead to war. I'll see you on the next video, guys and gals, and bye for now. Bye bye.